This is your Uncle TreeJam, and we are back with Mass Effect 2. Last time we were in the midst of defending Garrus Vakarian from the mercenaries who teamed up to fight him on Omega. Garm's blood pack breached the hideout's lower levels, but we managed to fight them and Garm off. Soon after, Terex sent his Blue Suns in with gunship support. Our Archangel Garrus was critically injured during the attack. We neutralized the Suns and successfully evac'd Garrus from Omega. So now that Garrus is on board the Normandy, we can go in and talk to him, but we have to talk to the rest of the crew, so it's going to be one episode dedicated towards conversations. I don't know if Jacob has anything to say, but let's go ahead and just touch base with him.
Commander, can I help you with something?
I'm more interested in just talking for a bit.
Already? I'm not big on forcing these talks, Shepard. Let's do this later.
How we doing, Jacob? What's your sense of the mission?
If Morden's modifications hold up, we've got a shot. If they don't, we're dead. Seems like that was always a strong possibility, though. Anything else, Commander?
What do you think of the state of the crew?
We don't have a full complement. We don't stand a chance without the right specialists on side. Anything else, Commander?
And we've already covered this through the main conversation options, but you can always revisit it if you want.
We'll talk later.
Commander.
And I do know that, I don't know if it's visible in the recording, but definitely when I'm playing the game right now, a lot, I can definitely see with the allot textures, there's a bit of a... You can tell where the face meets the neck textures. There's a bit of a divide there. Distinct difference in quality.
Shepard, how can I help?
Have you got a minute to talk?
Some other time. About to test new bioweapon. Not on us, of course. Didn't think I had to specify, but Joker got nervous. Anything else?
Is the lab working well for you?
Quite satisfactory. Found a few surveillance bugs. Destroyed most of them. Returned expensive one to Miranda. Nothing unexpected. Just need more samples. More collector data, tissue samples, anything you can get, I can use. Find new tech.
Are there any medical concerns I should be aware of on the team?
Cerberus personnel in excellent condition. No squad concerns to report. Always some matters, but nothing affecting immediate mission.
Any ideas on other ways to prepare for the collectors?
Sorry, I've done what I can. Focusing on studying collector tech now.
I'll let you work.
We'll be here if you need me.
So we went ahead and got the Omni tool from Morden. Just wanted to make sure that we did, so that confirms it. And it looks like Morden has anything new to say, at least not for now. Let's talk to Kelly real quick.
How is our newest Turian crew member doing? His injuries looked painful.
He's been through a lot, not just physically.
There's something about him. I just want to hold him close and whisper, "It will be all right."
I've been through a lot too, Kelly. Some of your therapy sounds perfect right now.
Someday we'll have to set aside some time and really talk. Anything else, Commander?
Is there anything I should know?
You have unread messages at your private terminal. Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
I'll be here if you need anything. Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
I see the cussing to new every time you get a new crew member. I think almost every time. No, every time. Let's take a look at our messages, though. So it seems we have a mission offer. Reports tell us you've been operating the Omega Nebula. We'd like to look into a situation on Lorik, a nearby planet in the Falthor system. Scan the planet for a base where we believe Eclipse mercs are holding one of our operatives. You should be able to detect the operative's transmitter. Extract the operative. If the operative is beyond rescue, recover any relevant intel Eclipse may have collected. This is a very delicate matter, Shepard. We trust in your discretion. Now, I do know what this particular assignment is. It's one of the... Without giving too much away, at least not for now, because I'm not really interested in talking too much about it, it's one of those missions that doesn't really have any real consequences beyond the immediate moment. You can get some intel, depending on what you do, from ED, or you can give it to the Alliance if you choose a more Paragon option, but there's really no consequence to that one. We have Talitha, who is actually an NPC we met in I Remember Me. It's actually one of my favorite missions, or rather favorite assignments. Back in Mass Effect 1, we encountered a survivor of a Batarian slaver raid, and it seems that Talitha is doing okay now. We can go ahead and touch base and see her message. Just read it through real quick. Shepard, I don't know if you remember me. I had a gun and you stopped me from hurting myself. My doctors say I'm doing better. One of them works with the people who work for. He told me he'd get a message to you. I don't know what would have happened if you hadn't talked to me that day, but the doctors are helping me. I'm getting better. They put me in a special school and they say I'm doing good. The doctors say that other people are getting taken like I was. I hope you can help them like you helped me. Thank you. Thank you, Talitha. One of them works with the people you work for. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, obviously, Cerberus does have people within the Citadel and within the Alliance. Not necessarily something that makes me feel better, but at least Talitha's doing fine, and it seems that she's recovering from her traumas that she endured while attempting to survive the Batarian slaver raid and the slavery itself. Reports tell us you've been operating. We've done that. Now we have one from the consort Sha'ira. We met her in Mass Effect 1, probably one of the first things we did when we got the Citadel. Commander, I thought that my gift of words had been incorrect. An embarrassing notion. My contacts tell me you yet survive. I'm pleased to hear that your journey continues, though I sense that you head toward an even deeper darkness. When you fought Saren, your resolve was tested, but now I fear you cannot rely only on your own strength. Take whatever steps you must to ensure that those battling at your side fight with clear minds and glad hearts. Be well, Consort Sha'ira. This one is essentially hinting at the loyalty system, like indirectly. And we have Dr. Chloe Michelle. We actually met her in Mass Effect 1 as well. We might remember when she was walking into her clinic, at some point we saw her being threatened by Fist thugs. And we did encounter Garrus there. It's probably our second encounter with Garrus during that game. Dear Commander Shepard, I was relieved to hear that you were alive. I was devastated to hear the destruction of the Normandy and those people who didn't make it off in time. After you went missing when presumed dead, I feared I'd never see you or Garrus ever again. You and he did so much to help clean up the wards when you were hunting for Saren. The galaxy needs more people like you, and I'm glad that you're still here to protect those of us who've grown to depend on both of you. Is Garrus with you by any chance? After being so happy to hear of your survival, I wondered if perhaps he might have ended up with you. I left a few messages on his public accounts, but you know how he is about checking his mail, and I don't think the comm address has had for him works anymore, because he hasn't returned any calls. Always so busy on his grand crusades, his great passions, that he focuses on them to the exclusion of anything or anyone else. Kind of a common theme for this game, to be honest. Anyway, if you know where he might be, I would really love to hear from him. Or both of you if you come by the next time you're near the Citadel. Thanks, Chloe Michelle. And we have a message from the dumbass merc, John Winston. We met him when we were leaving the recruiting area for that Blue Suns mercenary who's recruiting people to go after Archangel. John was the guy whose gun we broke and told him to get his money back. Anyway, looks like he survived and he wanted to touch base with us. Arya gave me his address. I think I met you at Afterlife on Omega. He stopped me from joining up with those mercs who were trying to take out Archangel. Man, I was so pissed off at you. I got blind drunk that night, and it was a few days later before I got together enough to check the news vids and saw that almost all those mercs who had gotten killed by Archangel. I don't know who you are or if you got out of there alive yourself, but thanks. I felt really stupid when I heard about the body count and how I could have been a part of it. I'll make the most with what you did for me. John Winston. Well, I guess good for John. But in the meantime, we have other things to do. It's actually been a while since I touched Mass Effect 1, so and this is actually a general disclaimer, if I do get any details wrong, you'll probably see a caption about it. Because with me not having touched Mass Effect 1 for so long, I'm really rusty on some of the finer lesser known details. And that's kind of an embarrassing thing to admit, but unfortunately it's true. Thankfully we have the internet.
Are messing with our inertial skew, compensating. Hey Commander, we got Garrus back! That's great, because he was totally my favorite. With that pole up his ass.
Thanks, Joker. You're a peach.
I assume everything's going well up here?
Shh!
Joker?
I can tell when it's listening.
I am always listening, Mr. Moreau.
I know!
And on that note, Joker, I'll leave you to your problems. But before we do that,
So, how do you think we're doing?
Well, the Normandy's not as ready as she could be. There's always more we could upgrade. And as for the crew, you'd have to ask a people person.
What do you think about the people we're picking up?
Well, about the ones you went out with last, Grunt is not a stabilizing element, Commander. Zaid is like you, but takes checks. As long as it's not my money, we're good. It's just my opinion, though. There's really no need to go spreading it around.
That's it for now.
See you, Commander.
and now I leave you to your personal problems, Joker. But yeah, like I was saying, there's some stuff that I need to go back and read up on for Mass Effect 1. Because I did say I was going to try and touch base and explain some connections between Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3. So, not being aware of some of the familiars is kind of irks me. It kind of makes me feel like I need to... it's time to get a little bit of a refresher. If I'm going to be doing this kind of Let's Play, it needs to be done, so... But let's go ahead and touch base with the rest of the crew and get to know, especially what, Hawthorne's over there. I think Goldstein and Patel? No dialogue? Okay. Well, let's check in with Kasumi, and I'm thinking we may actually want to start doing either Zaid's or Kasumi's loyalty missions, because once we get the recruitment mission in for Subject 0, then we pretty much get rushed into Horizon. So, Kasumi or Zaid, you guys are up.
I was just thinking about you. Edie has a wicked sense of humor. Or I should say, a really funny lack of one. Sometimes she seems like a person. But when it comes down to it, I can't get past her being a computer. This one security guy keeps staring at me. I think his name is Bert. I'm used to being watched by security, but they're usually staring at my eyes or watching my hands. I might have to start cloaking through the CIC from now on. I usually travel hidden away in cargo bays. It's nice to be able to look out a window for a change. Come back later. I'm sure I'll have more to talk about.
And we're gonna go ahead and move out. Head this way. I believe we have... I think Miranda has nothing to say.
I haven't had a meal that good in a long time.
I didn't think Rupert had it in him.
Yeah, see, I got the name Goldstein wrong. Hawthorne and Goldstein are the ones here. Yeah. Well, there's going to be a caption showing who these crew members are in that room. I forgot your names. I'm sorry, I failed you. But it's okay. They'll forgive us. Eventually. They won't hold it against us.
Commander, what can I do for you?
And I'm pretty sure Miranda has nothing to say.
Do you have a minute, Miranda?
There's a lot to do, Shepard. Maybe another time.
I'll let you work.
Of course, Commander.
Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah. But we can check up on Garrus. I'm gonna head in here, and we're gonna do just that. And as we go through the game and get new squad mates, different areas of the ship will start unlocking, and we can start looking around. We can get that for some codex entries, and I think I think I said this before, but I might do the codex entries in a separate series of vids after I'm done with my Mass Effect 2 Let's Play. Nothing else, I think. Let's talk to Edie real quick, since we opened up this area of the ship.
What's this area of the ship?
The gunnery control station. The ship's batteries are controlled from here. The Combat Information Center operators send targeting information here. The CIC decides who to shoot. Gunnery control decides how to shoot.
And you know what? I don't remember if we went down to Grunt's cargo hold and talked to the ED console there. I may want to go and double check on that. So, okay. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and take care of that, but for now, let's go ahead and talk to Garrus and find out what exactly his life's been like between the events of the Battle of the Citadel and between our rescue of him just now.
Shepard, need me for something?
Have the Cerberus crewmen given you any trouble?
I think being part of the team that took down Saren got me some points. Everyone I talked to was polite anyway. Don't worry, Commander. We're all working together.
What can you tell me about the Normandy's armaments?
Looks like Cerberus upgraded what the ship carried before. Should have a bit more kick. I still don't like our chances against a collector ship, though. Not unless we upgrade the guns.
Have you got any upgrade ideas for the Normandy's weapon systems?
A few, yeah. Here, take a look.
So alongside the Normandy's armor and Normandy's shielding, I think the shielding we'll get from another squad mate that we'll be recruiting a little bit later. But armor, guns, and shields are a must-have if you want to go and take on the suicide mission. Now we can put them off for now because we're not actually going to need armor or cannons just yet, but we'll definitely need them before we hit the suicide mission. Otherwise we will take casualties. In the meantime, we can take a look at this and see what else we can get. We've got some tech damage and I definitely need to get that. Oh, hang on. Probably gonna... Yeah, we don't need that just yet. This is also good. Let me go ahead and grab this. Because we do use submachine guns. It is the thing for infiltrators, so let's go ahead and grab that. And now let's talk to Garrus proper.
Shepard, need me for something?
Have you got a minute?
Sure. Just checking the weapon systems. You can never be too careful. I thought I'd seen every weapon in the galaxy in our fight against Saren. Mercenary work showed me otherwise. And now Cerberus rebuilds the Normandy with a few upgrades to boot. I wish we joined up with them sooner.
We haven't joined Cerberus. They're funding our mission. That's all.
Relax, Shepard. Just a figure of speech. I can't exactly doubt your judgment. Not after I got my own squad killed.
How'd you end up fighting mercenaries here on Omega?
I went back to C-Sec after the Normandy was destroyed, but with all the rebuilding at the Citadel, there was too much chaos for me to really help. Omega was filled with criminals nobody else could touch, and there was no red tape to slow me down. It was a perfect fit. People here needed someone to believe in, someone to stand up to the local thugs.
That explains how you started. How'd you end up with a squad?
Not too different from how you formed your squad to fight Saren, actually. You prove that you get things done, and people join up. Mercs who wanted to atone. Security consultants tired of playing by the rules. I gave them hope. And now they're dead. Shows what I know.
Tell me about your squad.
There were 12 of us, including me. Former military operatives, C-Sec agents, the usual. Had a Solarian explosives expert. Pretty sure he'd spent time in the Special Tasks Group. My tech expert was a Batarian, believe it or not. Not the friendliest guy, but he could hack any system ever built.
What did your merc squad do? Didn't sound like you were available for hire.
You saw Omega. It was full of thugs kicking the helpless. I formed my team to kick back. We weren't mercenaries. At least nobody was paying us. We made money by taking down slavers, pirates, or gangs that went too far.
It sounds like you were just another gang.
Then I'm saying it wrong. We didn't shake anyone down. No civilian casualties. That was our rule. Every member of my team had lost someone to Omega's gangs. We weren't out to get rich. We were out to make those bastards think twice before murdering someone in the street.
Doesn't sound like you made any friends with the gangs.
I got 3 separate merc bands to work together to take me down. My manager at C-Sec would be impressed. It was simple. We'd hit their shipments, disrupt activities, get under their skin, make them angry. They'd come charging right into our well-prepared kill zone, crossfire and snipers, clean and surgical. They never stood a chance.
How did those mercenary gangs take down your team?
It was my own damn fault. One of my people betrayed me. A Turian named Sidonis. He drew me away just before the mercs attacked my squad. Then he disappeared. Everyone except me is dead because of him. And because I didn't see it coming.
You sure it was a betrayal? Maybe they took Sidonis out first.
No. I'd put out feelers with some old contacts. He booked transport off Omega just before the attack. He also cleared out his private accounts before he left. He sold me out and ran.
I'm not sure I understand. What happened exactly?
Sidonis asked for my help on a job. When I got to the meeting point, nobody was there. By the time I got back to our hideout, the mercs had killed all but 2 of my squad. And they didn't last long.
Do you know where Sidonis is now?
No. His trail vanishes after he leaves Omega, but I'll keep hunting. I lost my whole team except for Sidonis. One day I'll find him and correct that. Thanks for coming by, Shepard. I've got some things to take care of.
So that's going to be an upcoming mission for Garrus. And we're not going to get a whole lot of conversations with Garrus on the Normandy. It's kind of a damn shame up until that loyalty mission is done. I kind of wish there was a little bit more conversational content with Garrus. But anyway. And there's a lot to be said about Garrus' loyalty mission. I don't know if I want to get into it just now because we haven't done it yet. But when we get to it, you'll probably hear more from me. Some critique. But like I said, I do want to go and double check on that ED terminal here. I don't know if I grabbed it or interacted with it. Is there an ED terminal in here? Or am I just being paranoid? No, there isn't. Okay. I was just being paranoid. Let me just double check. Nope. Okay. Yeah, I'm just being paranoid. Because I don't remember ever interacting with an ED terminal in here, and I kind of thought, well, maybe I forgot something. But I'm trying to think. Do I want to talk to Zaid first? Or do I want to talk to Grunt first? Let's go to detecting the engineers first.
Did you hear that we are sharing our deck with a Krogan?
Well, ain't that peachy?
Okay. Well, have fun getting along with the Krogan, guys. He's kind of friendly. I think.
Shepard.
What do you think about the crew?
Good bunch if they stay out of my way. Dead bunch if they don't. Train them good if you want to take on collectors. Some of these aliens are too smooth.
Anything in your tank imprints that can make use of the resources we found?
Nothing else I can think of. I'm no tech. Enjoy what you got.
Just checking in. Making sure you're acclimatizing.
The hold is too open. Not enough cover. Armor is limited. Warlord Granth would target here to scatter heavy cargo, then focus on engines. That's what tank imprints show about human ships anyway. It's how I learned from the tank. Old pictures where memory is. Like holding a book for a child. Just remember this picture after picture. No help with finding a reason to care.
What other human info's floating around in there?
Less than a finger deep to sever your spine. You're soft. Solarians, Sasari, all soft. Quarians, not so much. Turians, you have to work the blade, I guess. Don't see much point to it, though. Much point. Never mind.
Something must move you. You're as genetically Krogan as you can get.
I see suffering, the dead, and I think weak. I'm supposed to be strong. My guts were grown from thousands more worthy. The dead were weak. If they were strong, I wouldn't be needed. I don't know why Okeer started teaching. When he turned on the tank the first time, I screamed. Weak, pitiful.
So you started small, but you became what you are. Not everyone gets that chance.
I'm built for strength, but didn't earn it. I just am. Those dead were strong enough to try, even if they lost. The perfect Krogan, ignoring what made me. No strength in that. I'll take another look at what happened to the Krogan. Find a reason to care about it.
And just like that, this is Grunt's pretty much overarching story, is figuring out a reason for him to give a damn. We're gonna get to that story in a little bit later. There's not much to really say about it just now. Not much that I even want to comment on. At some point there was supposed to be some sort of altercation between Grunt and Morden because of the genophage, but I think that got pulled from the game. I think actually it did get pulled from the game, so...
What's this area of the ship?
Normandy's cargo deck. It includes facilities to rearm and repair Normandy's embarked ground vehicle and shuttle.
My last ship didn't need a shuttle. Why do we have one?
This ship is nearly twice the mass of the previous Normandy. It is more difficult to land the ship on high-gravity worlds.
Let's go ahead into the cargo, starboard cargo. I always call... Yeah, this is the port cargo and starboard cargo. Gotta remember, there's two different cargo areas of the Normandy.
Back for more? So you knew Archangel from before? Interesting. Knew a lot of men taking jobs to kill the son of a bitch. I never saw the point. You and I wanted the same thing. A whole lot of mercs dead. Hell of a sniper, though. And he kept himself alive with all the mercs in Omega after him. That ain't easy.
This is one of the few times that Zaid comments on the progress of the game with regards to his more notable missions. The other times, I believe he'll comment. I remember one comment he made about the revelation that you find aboard a collector ship, and another one with Joker after a little bit later in the story.
I was shadowing this rookie on an infiltration run to an Eclipse base on Tatus. Good kid, but he had no business handling a rifle. In the shuttle on the way down, he puked in his helmet. We hit some turbulence, and with all the crap sloshing around, he thought he'd been shot in the head. Went back to the Alliance. Here he's a governor now.
Anyway, those two combos from Zaid that I mentioned are the ones that stick with me the most. Anyway.
I should let you go. Talk more later, Shepard.
And, I do feel like there are moments where the rest of the squad mates and Mass Effect 2 could offer a little bit more commentary with regards to the main mission and some of the more notable main mission events. But I think that's pretty much it for conversations. We can head to the cabin, and I don't think there's anything in there. I don't have any fish yet. I may decide to hold off on the fish until Kelly agrees to help out a bit. Actually, you know what? Yeah. Not a whole lot in terms of customization. Now, the customization for the suit is more than just, it's more than just cosmetic. Some of the armor pieces will have different benefits, so just keep that in mind. I always wear a helmet because it's going to come in handy one way or the other. But we're just at the point where I want to go ahead and reach a stopping point, so I'm going to hit up one of the research terminals, or the only research terminal, and make an upgrade real quick. Get shield piercing. Definitely need that. Because on insanity difficulty, I'm telling you, those shields can be... Since I have destructor ammo, it's not too much of a problem, but I do feel like I'm just pumping ammo at times into shields, and even with destructor ammo, it kind of feels like I could do more. Let's take a look here. And I really need to read some of these. Traditional Omni tools are used for tune precise and delicate work. Eclipse engineers tune their Omni tools in an opposite manner, focusing on quickly releasing raw energy, but rendering them incapable of performing delicate work without swapping in an alternate tool. Cerberus has prototyped a multiple operating system approach that should allow one Omni tool to run dozens of configurations with instantaneous swapping as the user switches tasks. This will result in better performance as each individual task. Okay. So, let's go ahead and get that. That is a welcome upgrade. Especially since we are playing Infiltrator. Let's see what else. I guess we'll get this. If I ever need to, I'll just go and do some off-screen mining. But I think that's it for now. Oh, and let me double check one more time. Okay, we're good. Alright then. Well, folks, I'm going to go ahead and tune out here. This is a GreatTreeJam. Just want to wish you guys a happy day, night, evening, afternoon, wherever you might be in this universe or the next. Next time we pick up, we'll go ahead and I think we might tackle Kasumi's loyalty mission. That's what I'm thinking we'll do. I think we'll decide then. But until next time, folks, just stay safe. Have a good one.